And did you see where Turkey shot down a military jet of Archduke Ferdinand? Archduke Ferdinand's military jet shot down over... It's just my way of saying that everybody thinks... I mean, everybody. You know, it is amazing to me. It really is how... I don't know, what's the word... unified? So you have Turkey shoots down a Russian jet. And I don't, you look at one place, you look at 100. This is exactly how World War I started. Oh my God, World War I, oh no. And it becomes unified. And it may be. I mean, Putin is saying there's going to be payback. He feels like he's been stabbed in the back here. But it's not just they shot down the warplane. Then whoever did the shooting shot down the two pilots in the air as they were parachuting out, and then they shot the rescue helicopter, the Russian rescue helicopter. And they videotaped all this. And while they're over the downed pilots and the downed helicopter wreckage, you hear them shouting Allahu Akbar. God is great. Meanwhile, everybody's keeping an eye on Iran here to see, because they're the ones running the show on all of this. And it will be. I mean, it could. Who knows what's going to happen? But it has a lot of people on edge. Well, if Russia attacks Turkey, we have to join Turkey against Russia and Putin because Turkey is a NATO partner. And there is a pledge among NATO members that if one of them is attacked, the others band together and defend them. Well, the only others are us. And so that would then pit us against Russia in defense of Turkey, which is helping ISIS. This is a mess. This is a total mess. And it's not hard to pinpoint why. But if I were to say it, I would be accused of the same thing I'm accusing all these drive-bys of, drawing this comparison to. Well, if Obama was providing standard, ordinary, expected American leadership for the last 7 years, we wouldn't even be here. There wouldn't even be an ISIS. There wouldn't be an Iran ascending to run the entire Middle East because they wouldn't have been enabled to create a military weapons program. None of this would have happened. It's safe to say, if anybody else had been elected president, now Hillary had won the Democrat nomination, I don't know. But we're dealing with a dangerous set of circumstances. On the one hand, we've got leadership incompetence, or maybe leadership absence on the part of Obama. It's just not something he wants to do. And by the way, don't get on me. It was Obama who said it last week at that press conference he had in Turkey, where he said he's not into sloganeering and these concepts of American leadership and American victory, winning. Those are things that make him uncomfortable. It's not what this is really all about. You can interpret that in any number of ways, but one thing, he doesn't want to lead. He doesn't want the U.S. in a leadership or dominant position, and the reasons for that are multi. He doesn't think that we deserve it. We are not the world superpower. We're illegitimate. You know the drill. What my opinion of Obama's opinion of the United States is. So everybody is, a lot of people understandably worried about what comes next, because this is Vladimir Putin who has been attacked. And Putin is interested in winning. And Putin is interested in Russian leadership. And Putin does want to be allied with whoever ends up running the Middle East. Winning and victory and leadership are not concepts that Putin finds nervous or embarrassing. He finds them challenging. So this could go any number of places. We just have to sit and watch, see how it plays out. Meanwhile, Francois Hollande is in Washington, arrived this morning. They had a little meeting with Obama next to the fireplace in the Oval Office, and now a joint press conference taking place. We're not going to jip it. Whatever happens or is said there, we'll have it when it is over. But basically, the news was that Olan came here asking Obama for help in dealing with the aftermath of the attacks in Paris a couple of Fridays ago. And that's it's a standard, ordinary thing. Your country gets hit, where do you go? You go to the U.S. You go to America for help. You go to America for backup. You go to America for leadership. Well, he's here seeking all of that, but he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it in the traditional ways America, because Obama doesn't look at the U.S. as the solution to these problems. In many ways, Obama thinks that we are the cause. And in his case, he's right. There was no ISIS before he became president. Obama basically abrogating Iraq opened all of this up. And then all those phony red lines for Assad not to cross, with no action taken when Assad crossed them. Benghazi, Libya. I mean, we invested in the Muslim Brotherhood, and we ended up losing an ally in Egypt. Libya, we had a dictator in Libya, but he was outside of Libya, was not posing a threat to anybody. Now, it's just everything's up in arms. Everything's turned upside down. And Turkey, thought to be an ally of ours, is presenting a serious challenge. In the meantime, there's an intelligence controversy involving CENTCOM and Obama. And when I get to that portion of the program and explain it, you will see that it is a classic implementation of the Limbaugh theorem. And if you are new to the program and are unaware of the Limbaugh theorem, let me briefly explain it. The Limbaugh theorem was devised by a frustrated radio host named Rush Limbaugh to try to explain why it is that Barack Obama is never held accountable for all of the mistakes that he makes. Be it bad policy, be it bad legislation, be it whatever. People that voted for Barack Obama do not blame him for the economy. How does that happen? People that voted for Barack Obama to unify the world and make it a safe place in the United States loved again. The exact opposite has happened. People who voted for Obama do not blame him. Why? And that's what the Limbaugh theorem sought to explain and does explain. And that will come as the program unfolds.